Matt Ryan and Joe Flacco defied odds, had fantastic rookie seasons, both went to the playoffs. Any worries about the sophomore jinx? Let's talk about it. Jason Horowitz, NFL.com's Pat Kirwan. Glad to be with you here on the NFL Insider. And Pat, when you look at these two guys, you talked to both of them last week. Are there any worries for you at all?
Well, there's always worries because I will never underestimate NFL defensive coordinators who spent this entire offseason looking at these two quarterbacks, trying to find ways to attack them, going after their vulnerabilities. So they have to get rid of that hurdle. That's not easy to do. But in talking to Matt Ryan, a couple things came right to light for me. Number one, physically, how much stronger he is. He's really on the Tom Brady model of getting in that weight room and getting stronger. Tom Brady was a skinny, weak player. Matt Ryan looks tremendous. Number two, they went out and got him Tony Gonzalez. What a great idea when you consider the kind of blitzing he's probably going to see. And he told me they've got all kinds of stuff for Tony. And if you want to play the Falcons in nickel defense, they're going to put Tony in tight. They're going to run the ball to Michael Turner. If you want to play him in base defense, they're going to flex him out wide and make him a wide receiver. You're going to have to play him with a linebacker-safety combination. It's going to open up the running game. I say Michael Turner is the biggest recipient, and because of Turner and because of Gonzalez, I think Ryan will be fine. Now, Flacco, he's got to deal with that loss to Derrick Mason for the time being. And when you look at their passing game, they need to expand it. The guy has great passing skills, but I don't see the weaponry for him to grow inside that offense.
In a different segment, the one on possible holdouts, you talked about the fact that Derrick Mason, you don't think he'll be retired, you think he'll be back. But how much do you think that'll hurt Joe Flacco? This is just his second year here.
It's a great question. He was his go-to guy, 80 receptions, the most touchdown passes. Talk to Todd Heap. Here's what Todd said to me the other day. He said, look, this guy's got great leadership skills, but he does need to practice with these players. So the longer Mason's out, it'll be nice if he shows up for the season, but that chemistry won't be there. They need to grow this passing attack, and they did not do enough to give him a vertical threat weapon. Hopefully, they're still thinking about a trade for someone that can go deep.
Both quarterbacks made the playoffs last year, and Joe Flacco won 2 games. Do you think we'll see both of these teams in the playoffs again this year?
Well, I like the Falcon offense tremendously this year, and we'll talk later, I think, about the NFC South. I do think they're going to make the playoffs this year, and I love Baltimore's defense. That hasn't changed, but it remains to be seen what the loss of Rex Ryan's going to do there. I think Baltimore's a lot closer to the bubble than Atlanta.
All right, and for more on these two teams, be sure to stay with CBSSports.com. We're going to preview every single team next week. You can start seeing those July 28th here on CBSSports.com. And, of course, for more on the NFL Insider, stay here as well. For Pat Kirwan, I'm Jason Horowitz. Take care.